Hi, Michelle. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Kylie. Hi, Madison. Hi, Elise. Hi, Brianna. Everyone's going to come in here. Hello, Alexis. Did we ever tell you, Alexis, that Chris Campbell's daughter name is Alexa Campbell, and it throws me off every time you email me because I think it's her? I know. Well, every time I see it, I'm like, oh, hi, Alexa. No, wrong. It's Alexis. Hi, Brandy. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Tracy.
Tracy. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Alexis. Alexis Campbell. Wait. Oh, that's the girl that you were confused with. Hi, Brianna.
Yeah, because it's Alexa. Isn't that
We have
funny?
41 people. Lori.
Let me go back to Zoom really quick. Hi, Janie.
Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Amanda. Brittany. Linda Berteau is here? Oh, my God.
Linda Berteau. What is she doing?
She is going to learn how to slay her social media. Vanessa Nunez.
Hi, Kate.
Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth.
Okay. How do I get this person the link? Hold tight. Someone is missing the link.
You cannot miss a link.
I know.
I'm going to take a picture of the screen to post. How about that?
Okay,
There's Shauna. Shauna, smile big. Smile big. Yes. Live.
Okay.
Hi, Tina.
Is that Tina?
Tina finally made it.
Okay. I let someone else in. Sarah Sharp, are you snooping at the office? Is that really you? Or is it Chris Campbell?
Is Chris Campbell watching me? Now I'm nervous. Chris, get out of the webinar. Get out of it. You can watch it on the replay.
This is how Morgan and I get fired.
Brenda, hi, honey. How are ya?
Vanessa, hi, Brenda. It's me.
Sarah.
Oh, she's doing boss things. Perfect, Barry.
Good.
You're free.
That's exactly what Chris Campbell should be doing. Boss things.
Do boss things and don't watch me.
Get out of here. I'm the one that always gets in trouble. Hi, Callie.
Shauna, you're going to be a premiere. We're having dinner, right?
Yes, we are.
Any Florida Esties in the house coming to the Premiere Orlando event to see Hale and Hush? Where are the Florida Esties at?
It's coming. It's right around the corner. You guys want to know what day and time we're having dinner? Just kidding. That would be wild. Have like
Can you imagine?
People, Barry.
We would have the best time.
We would. Christy, are you going to go to the event in Orlando? The show?
In first and second.
It's coming. Hi, Austin. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Brittany. Okay, we got everybody in. We got 50 people in here, Bear. Got this?
52. Hello.
52. Okay. All right, let's go because you got some great things to tell us. So good morning, everyone. As you know, I'm Shauna Rocha, the Director of Education at Hale and Hush. We are here with our superstar marketing manager, Morgan. And then we have our very, very special guest, Mr. Barry Eichner, which I've known my entire aesthetics career. He has been my true SD bestie out there from when I was a young little SD. I met Barry when he was just you had your photography book. And I remember looking at that book thinking, this guy is nuts. He's so good. And that was before even lip gloss and aftershave was around. So
yeah,
we've known each other a long time. And so we're excited to have him today. You guys know lip gloss and aftershave is your source for so many things, education, ideas about new products, new devices. I love the reviews on those. You guys, we do a lot of blogs, articles. We do tons of things with lip gloss and aftershave. And the best part about doing things with them is it is fun. So
That's right.
gonna have Barry introduce himself. Morgan, you'll go second if that's okay. Good. Morgan's gonna get you guys all your little names and a ticker to give our prizes. Barry, I have one very important question before we go on.
Yes.
What is your favorite Hale and Hush product?
I can't tell anybody
You have
because
you can give away
I
a
know
mystery prize.
I know it's okay, I see. So my favorite existing publicly known
Okay.
non-sequestered top secret product, I would have to say, oh man, I know it's gonna be so basic, and I mean I'm not that basic kind of guy, but this is it's so basic, but I find myself always reverting to it. Is Quiet Wash. Like it
Okay.
is my staple cleanser on my back bar, and by back bar I mean my bathroom vanity. Um, for just a good, clean, thorough, get the oils off, but not strip, wash my face.
Okay, what's your second favorite?
Oh, she didn't like that answer, y'all.
Did I wrote it
Ow.
down? We need to give away more prizes than one. So what's
Well, I
your
mean,
second?
I think the Barry Boost mask
The
is
one that's spelled
probably,
wrong?
I think it's spelled correctly. Barry Boost mask. I believe that Mrs. Campbell created a label specifically for it.
She did create a label for you. Okay, I got it. All right, Barry, the show is yours, my friend. Please introduce yourself a little more professionally than I did.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Barry Eichner. I'm the co-founder of Lip Gloss and Aftershave. We are a trade journal for the medical and spa aesthetics industry. We focus on providing the latest news, reviews, and top quality education to medical and spa skincare professionals globally. How was that? You
That
guys,
was
where did I rate on the scale of 1 to 10 for professional? Okay, so yeah, I started it. I met Jenny Nagel, my co-founder, in 2016, and we were working on another brand together, and we really liked working with each other. We were white label marketing managers. We helped brands market their products, and we saw that there was a need for a platform that played with products and talked about them in the professional space. You have some amazing publications in the professional space, but they don't dig in and play with products and talk about them and talk about how to combine them. And we're sort of like a nuts and bolts publication. And so we tried it and it worked really well. And that was about 8 years ago. We speak at IECSC all over the country. We travel the globe going to trade shows looking for the hottest, the latest, the newest. This year we expanded fully hardcore into medical aesthetics. We have three doctors that write for the publication now, and we're really showcasing how the spa world of aesthetics and the medical world of aesthetics are combining. And there's so many estheticians practicing in what we call a bridge practice, where they don't have a doctor on site, but they have a medical director that allows them access to medical level products and medical level treatments. And then they refer up the food chain to nurse practitioners and doctors and for injectables and more invasive services. And then generally, sometimes if those practices don't have an esthetician, they refer down to the esthetician for those basic treatments as well. So that's kind of who we are. And thank you for letting me share.
Yeah, I hope everyone follows. There's an app. What else, Bear? There's tons of
There's
things
a
you can
lot, and
follow.
I have a ton of stuff in my slide deck, so we can cover all that later.
Okay, cool. Oh, Morgan's back. She made it back. And if you guys have any really questions during the presentation, please put them in the question and answer box so they don't get mixed up in the chat like we usually do. And we'll be monitoring that also, okay? Is that me? Who's being?
That's
You?
me.
Okay. Hit it, Bear. Tell us what you
Okay.
got.
Okay, okay, so I have severe ADHD. And so Morgan's gonna run this my slide deck for me because I have a difficult time thinking and doing something on the computer at the same time. So Morgan's gonna share her screen and show my slide deck.
You have to let me.
I did.
I love not having to do this. Like, it's so much more fun being on a webinar when I don't have to be responsible for all those technical things.
I wouldn't know how that feels. Oh, hi.
Right? Come on. Okay, you guys, here we are. So lip gloss and aftershave, that's Jenny next to Shauna. And that is uh, Asia,
Asia.
Asia
Asia.
from Spectrum Advanced Aesthetics. And that's us, I think last year or the year before last in
It was
Las
last
Vegas.
year.
Yeah, at our party at the Sahara. So today we're going to talk about how to be a social media trendsetter. We're going to talk about a lot of things, but this is really one of our favorites. So you can go ahead and advance that, Morgan.
And we don't know who the guy in the hat was.
I have no idea. Okay, so lip gloss and aftershave, trade journal for the medical and spa skincare professionals. And the thing that really annoys me is that's not even our most current homepage because we just reinvigorated the homepage and I should have put a new picture in, but you're just gonna have to go to lipglossandaftershave.com to check it out. So we can skip on that one. Okay, so the global coverage. So that's Jenny and I covering this year. I was in London with one of our doctors, Dr. Vincent Wong. He writes for us. He is an unbelievable speaker. He speaks at global conferences all over the world. He is truly remarkable. He also has an amazing fashion sense, and we bond over Balmain. So there's that. Also Balenciaga. Jenny and I were in Paris. That's us at the trade show in Paris. That's called IMCAS. It is like Cirque du Soleil meets a Vogue runway show meets medical aesthetics. It's literally everything. I feel like Stefan from Saturday Night Live. Like IMCAS has everything. It's insane. I had the most fun. And then also right here in my backyard, who knew there was AMWC? I covered that show this year in Miami, but they've got one June 5th and 6th in Bangkok. Dr. Wong just covered their Monaco show for us. They're global. So we go out there, we travel, we put a lot of investment into this. So just know that we've got you for global coverage. That's Jenny, that's me. Jenny is a licensed esthetician. I am not, and I never pretended to be. I worked in a chain of medical spas for 11 years and I learned from the ground up. I worked with estheticians side by side. And by the time I was done, I was able to write treatment protocols. I've attended more skincare trainings than any esthetician at that time. I was the for me, if I don't know something, I have to know it and I have to know it really well in order to be able to be confident in what I'm doing. And so I can take, I can write a treatment protocol. I can tell an esthetician if somebody has a particular situation, these are some things that you could do. These are some products that you could do. I cannot look at somebody's skin and tell them what they need. My favorite is my friends are like, hey, what do I need for my skin? I'm like, I don't know. They're like, but that's what you do. I'm like, no, it's not. So that's the genius of the esthetician is being able to look at the skin, understand what's happening with it, and figure out what to do. So Jenny can do that. I cannot. We've been around for about 8 years. We both have a ton of creativity. Jenny is the queen of social. She is our lead. She does a lot of our Instagrams, a lot of our TikToks. I get involved and have fun. I know what's up with social, but Jenny is really in there watching it, playing, and having a good time. So most of the stuff that you see on our Instagram has been with Jenny. So we can jump on there. Now, our medical team, really quickly, Dr. Chantal Lunderville. She's a board certified physician in California. She helps us navigate the medical aesthetics arena. She's amazing. You can learn more about her on our website. Next, we've got, I believe, Dr. Vincent Wong. Amazing. This man is unbelievable. He's so smart. He and his husband have co-practices. So they're in the same building. His husband is a plastic surgeon. He is a medical aesthetic physician, and they just feed each other clients back and forth. They have a beautiful practice in a very beautiful section of London. He's incredibly smart. He's very stylish, and he helps us stay abreast of the global trends. And then we have
His
Dr.
skin.
It's amazing. I can't even talk about it.
I want to touch.
Then Dr. Crystal Briglia. This is like the bionic woman. She's a doctorally prepared nurse practitioner. She's 40. And the only reason I say her name is because you have to understand by like the age of 40, this woman has she's the PhD equivalent in nursing. She has 5 children. She was an emergency medicine nurse practitioner. She still maintains a weekend of ER shifts. She runs a thriving practice in New Jersey. She's one of 2 facilities that have the brand new InMode Ignite. She is cutting edge. She is one of our contributors. The practice, I think, has like 6 treatment rooms. It's 4 years old. They started part-time and they're already outgrowing that facility. So she's absolutely amazing. I like when she told me she had 5 kids, and I was like, how do you do that? Like, I don't know how I would do my job with 1 kid. So she's like the bionic woman. We'll move on to there. Okay, now we're getting into it. And this is the reason that we have this, like, and first of all, slide decks for me are sort of like they're kind of like an afterthought. Like, I'm just going to talk and I'm going to use the slide deck to tell me what I should talk about. I'm not going to be one of those people who are like going to seamlessly flow into it. So just don't let me don't get hung on it. Okay, so TikTok. So I'm using TikTok as an example because the one thing that I want to make sure everybody watching understands and really takes to heart is that social media is amazing. It can do incredible things for your business, but please don't rely on it as your sole marketing outlet. Please don't rely on it as the only type of communication you have with the people that you work with, because you don't own it. You are a guest on that platform. And at any moment in time, things can change. You can be hacked. The platform can go away. The platform can change. You don't own that platform. So do not let any platform become your primary way that you communicate your message to your audience. We use this as an example because I needed an intervention and some sort of support group for the 72 hours that TikTok was banned a while ago. And it was a wake-up call to a lot of people. There were a lot of creators on that app that were making hundreds of thousands of dollars who were devastated. They were terrified that they were going to lose their income. And so you you can't rely on one. We're good, Morg. Okay, so social media, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Next one. Your content can live on platforms, but they're not your business, and you shouldn't depend on them. See, I already said what I was supposed to say on this one. There you go. One more time. Okay, so you build direct relationships with your audience starting on social media. Then you create a platform for independent revenue via your website. You want to develop products you actually own so you can control the distribution channels. Next one, Morgan. So the one of the things that we want to talk about is, so and to recap that, your website, if you don't have a website, and I don't mean a website through your booking platform, because you don't own that either. You are a guest there. And the thing that estheticians need to understand, the thing that spa owners need to understand, is that unless you own it, it can be taken away from you. And a website that you have built, a website that has your URL that you've paid for, that you own, can do unbelievable things for your business. It can do unbelievable things because, very simply, of one word, Google. And unless you're leveraging that, you are at risk of disappearing from the interwebs. So now we're going to dive into social content, and we want to talk about what inspires your content. Ready, Morg? Okay, social media consumer social media trendsetter. You need to consume social media in order to be a trendsetter. And you know what? It is 2025. The words, I'm not really into social media. I don't really do social media. That just is so unbelievably antiquated and so defeatist that there's absolutely no room for that statement any longer. You know, in 2002 and 2003, businesses were like, "Do I really need a website?" That was 22 years ago, 21, 23 years ago. So like honestly, do you really want to be that antiquated that you're going to say things like people 20 years ago said about websites? So you really need to become a part of the social media platform. You don't need to comment, you don't need to engage, but you at least need to understand what's happening on those platforms, and you need to see what people are doing. You need to hear what people are saying. It's important to watch what other leading content creators are doing. This can help you inspire you to come up with some unique and cool ideas of your own. Ready, Morg? All right. So, uh, we like to call this creative cross-pollination, population, or pollination. Sorry, there's four words for that one. The next one, Morg. Okay, so this is what it takes to be a social media trendsetter. One, you have to have a social media marketing plan. And I'm sure that terrifies you, but if you pay attention to the end of this, I'm going to give you some of the easiest tips. And Morgan, I'm going to invite you to weigh in when I get to that section, because I think you and I are like-minded on that. Two, you have to commit to resources. Let me just tell you something right now. In life, you can do anything you want if you have enough time and if you have enough money. If you have more time than you have money, then that's which resource you use. If you have more money than you have time, you you gotta have to spend some bucks. Uh, you have to be a social media consumer. Next one. You have to have a strong understanding of what you're going to be talking about. So this is, you don't have to have a strong understanding of social media. You have to have a strong understanding of the topic that you're going to be talking about. And if you're a licensed esthetician in practice, you have a strong understanding of what you want to be talking about. And you have to be willing to make mistakes. Like, when was the last time you did something for the first time? When was the last time that you made a mistake and didn't beat yourself up for not being perfect? When was the last time you made a mistake and were like, oh, I'm new at this, so mistakes are normal? You have to be willing to make mistakes. Everybody looks stupid. Trust me when I tell you, I have looked stupid so many times. I'm sure Shauna has one or 42 references of when I've looked stupid and I made a mistake. So I will ask her to keep those to herself until the time comes where I request specific examples. And then you have to be willing to have haters, because here's the deal. If you are doing something and you're finding success and you're being out there, you're really getting it, and you're living and you're giving and you're doing it, there's gonna be people who want to, but when you go back to the top, they're not willing to have a plan, they're not willing to commit resources, they're not willing to be a social media manager. Maybe their understanding of what they're talking about isn't as strong as yours. They're too afraid to make a mistake because their ego can't take it. So they just turn into haters, because it's easier to hate you for being willing, vulnerable, and going out there than to actually do it themselves. Next one. All right. I was in college at Johnson and Wales University in Providence, Rhode Island in 1988 to 1989. And I had a marketing teacher who was absolutely crazy. Like, I'm talking crazy. And the number one thing that she said to me, oh, like almost 40 years ago, she's like, when it comes to marketing, you always sell the sizzle, you never sell the steak. And I was like, oh, but in this case, we're going to sell the sizzle and not the syringe. You have to understand, everybody who is an esthetician, a nurse injector, a nurse practitioner, they know what specific treatments and products can do to the skin. That's why they're in business to provide them. Customers don't. They just know when they look in the mirror, they don't like what they see. They have an issue with a particular situation. Maybe they're happy overall, but they would love a little zhuzh. And so you have to market results. Next one. All right. Now I'm coming out of the closet again. Here we have on the right, Barry with no fillers. On the left, Barry with fillers. Now, your clients aren't shopping for syringes or lasers or modalities. They're shopping for results. They want to look vibrant, they want to feel confident, and they want to glow effortlessly. So if you're just advertising fillers, or if you're just advertising chemical peels, or if you're just advertising an enzyme treatment, that's not going to emotionally connect with your customer. So we're going to talk about that. So next one. The catch is most people don't know the treatments that deliver results. What they do know is what they want to see in the mirror. So you have to speak to that desire. They have a desire. Now, Shauna, can you see yourself? Okay. Showcase the lifestyle results your treatments deliver. Instead of posting a picture in a mask, because like everybody knows what a mask is, and 9 times out of 10, people just think that it's regular clay and it's just there for to relax. But we all know masks deliver, and that's not the point of this. The point is you want to show a smiling client who looks youthful and lifted. They want to have radiant, even toned skin texture. And like, how many of us take airplane selfies? I mean, maybe I'm just the only narcissist on the group, but like, we all want to we all take a good selfie and we want to look great in it. We want to, I mean, we all take 14 to get that one that has the perfect angle, but it doesn't matter. We just want to look good in that picture. That's it. And so I like that picture because I look like I remember myself looking when I was 30. And that's what I need in order to feel confident. Next slide. Okay, now what do you share? This is where it gets good. So these are some examples, categories of examples of what you can share. So if you're exploring technology, that is Jenni getting an ultrasound treatment with Dr. Briglia on the far left. Then you can do some behind the scenes stuff. That's me in Northern California at the farm of one of our botanical advertisers, and they have a massive farm where they harvest, dry, and process all wild caught and wild crafted botanicals. And the next one is formulations, and that's me in a lab in LA. And the I can't even talk about where I'm at. I'm not allowed to talk about what I was doing. I was just able to talk about it. I was in a lab in LA watching them formulate products. This is high tech. It was amazingly advanced technology. So you have to we show that we understand formulations. These are the kind of things that we share. And then we attend industry events. I think that's New York, but I can't be 100% sure where Jenni and I know that I think it has to be New York because I've only worn that jacket in Paris and New York. So we attend industry events. So that's the kind of information that we share. Next slide. But who inspires you? Like, who do you want to watch? So we have some big dogs to follow. And then these are photos of some of our big dog Instagram people that we love, 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 and adore. And so, top left corner, this is a woman who owns multiple medical spas in Kentucky. We're going to show you an example of some of her stuff. I love her for her innocence and her honesty. She asked Jenni when we met how long Jenni and I had been married. And Jenni was like, what? And I walked into her later and I was like, do you think Jenni has a vision problem or do you? Because I'm not sure what you're missing. And she was like, I'm so sorry. I have no gaydar whatsoever. And I was like, you are just the most precious thing alive. Okay. Full disclosure, Jenni made this slide. I have no idea who the woman is in the top middle. On the top right, you've got Grandeur Beauty straight from the Bronx. She is one of the most amazing estheticians, face reality, pro plasma. She's incredible. Her content is fire. We live for her. Bottom left is Tiffany Underwood. She is a lip gloss and aftershave contributor. She is a cancer survivor. She's a spa owner. She is a Skin Games winner, and she has some incredible content. Bottom center is Jerry Shipman. He is Dermaplane Pro, DMK, San Diego. He is like has some of the most sexy, edgy content. It's like a lot of like moody. It just draws you in, and he is a phenomenal esthetician. Bottom left, Skin by Lexi. She's crazy. She's funny. She's effervescent. She's outlandish. She's going to be in Vegas. Go see her. She's incredible. Next slide. All right. We're going to talk about following trends. Morgan, can we play that and see if we can get volume on it? Sometimes Zoom is just ugly.
Yeah, let me know if you hear the audio or not. Oops. You can hear it?
Okay. Yes, we heard it. Thank you so much. So follow trends. Okay, that is the skin therapist KY. And that's the woman who owns the multiple facilities in Kentucky. Now, understand the reason that that's following a trend is because Daxxify is one of the newest neurotoxins in the market, and they were showcasing that they were on trend, that their business has the newest neurotoxin on the market. And if you don't know what a neurotoxin is a substance that is injected into the muscles to help relax them. You've got Botox, Daxxify, and oh God, I just had a brain. What's the other one? Oh my God, I feel so stupid. Discord. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Next slide.
Oh, sorry.
You're okay.
Hold to the ground, then let it burn.
Okay, that's Grandeur Beauty. I'm obsessed with her. Okay, so trending sounds. So we talked about being a social media consumer. If you're not a social media consumer, there's no way you're going to know what sounds are trending. And by trending, I mean you scroll and you're like, they use that sound, they use that sound, they use that sound. Now, there is an argument that I've heard where people say, I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. And that argument is stupid. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you leverage trends in order to become part of the trend. And so Instagram says to itself, TikTok says to itself, a lot of people are using this sound in their content. I think we should show this content more because everybody's watching it. And so Grandeur Beauty used the trending sound, and she used burning it down as the trending sound. And I'll bet you everybody can guess what's in those white bottles if we're going to burn it to the ground. Anybody out there, put it in the chat. Come on, let's see it. Put it in the chat. What is in that product? What is in that bottle? You're leaving me hanging. All right, it's a peel. There you go. There you go from Lila. Hey, Lila. All right, next one.
No, they not like us. No, they not like us. They not like us. No, they not like us. No.
Okay, Morg, that's good. All right, now, trending events. So that was Serena Williams, and Serena Williams was jamming down to some music that was playing at it was a small event that was recorded on TV. I think it was actually the most viewed Super Bowl halftime performance ever. Everyone saw that dance that Serena Williams did, and it had a lot of relevance because of Serena Williams' past and dating, and then Kendrick Lamar and Drake and blah, 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 blah. Who cares? Only thing you care about is everybody saw that, everybody was talking about her doing that dance, and that became part of an app that we're going to talk about later called CapCut. And this is an example of how to use current events to get attention for your content. Next one. Okay, we're gonna have to do that one a couple of times, Morgan.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oops. I'm a rookie.
Wait, it's okay. You're doing a way better job than I am. Okay, so Tiffany knows that this is _skin_code, Tiffany Underwood. She knows that people love to spend some money on some skincare. And so she did a really funny video where she was putting skincare into her gas tank instead of spending gas money. Now, that video is super short. If you blinked, you probably missed it. Let me ask you a question, and I'd like to poll the audience, and you can answer in the comments. Was that a bad thing that it was so short? Let me know what you think. Anybody give me some examples. Give me some responses. Shirley Avila. Shirley, you can't answer. You're too advanced. You're allowed to listen. You can text me later, girl. Okay. Now I'm getting no. Increases replay. Michelle wins. Yes. All right. Here's the deal. If your content gets played to the end and then played again and then played again, does Instagram think that people aren't watching it, or are people watching it repeatedly? So sometimes a really short, quick, funny thing with text on it that people don't have time to read the first time is a winning strategy. So definitely keep that in mind when you're creating some fun content. All right, next slide. Let it play, Morgan. Let it play. There you go.
Check this out. Give me something new, something real cool, something that'll stick like super glue.
Thank you. Glow Skin Suite showcased the results, baby. If you saw that skin from the very beginning to the very end, there is no denying that there's some results there. So if I am a consumer and I'm watching that social media, I'm like, wow, look at the way she looks. I'm so booking that. And just for the record, to create that reel, that esthetician took some video from her iPhone like this over the client before, maybe a little during, and then maybe a little after. Maybe it took her 10 seconds total to record that video. And then she obviously got her patient's consent, because we don't post without consent. Everybody raise your hand and say it after me. We don't post without consent. Thank you. And then you have a visual testimonial of what your business can do. And it took you all of 10 seconds to record that content. Next slide.
Stay. I want you, I need you, oh God. Don't take these beautiful things that I've got.
How many people were instantly soothed, like emotionally relaxed, just watching that? So for lip gloss and aftershave, we know you estheticians, we know you Linda Berteau, we know that you like watching massage videos. So we love showcasing how estheticians do massage videos. It's a really strong topic. And if you showcase massage, make sure that it's part of your treatment and you really do love to do it, and it's something that clients really rave about. If you're not the massage esty, obviously you're not going to do it. But if it's part of the experience that you offer, let people see what you're doing. Next one.
Hey everyone, so this is my gorgeous client and friend Savannah, who's actually a nurse practitioner. She just received some microneedling, which is super effective for age management, the elimination of fine lines and wrinkles via collagen production. But as you can see, it did leave her quite a bit of erythema, some redness, and some swelling. So to help speed up that process, we are of course going to apply a level 1 enzyme, 0 exfoliation or extractions, and focus on calming finishing products. And look at these beautiful results.
Wow.
There's so many. Did you say wow, Morgan?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a lot of things that I want to unpack in this. The first thing is, did you hear him say, "This is my friend, she's a nurse practitioner"? Everybody let me know if you heard that. Did you hear that? Tell me in the chat. Come on, let me know. Let me know. All right. Now, you heard that. So my next question is, do you think that nurse practitioner paid Jerry for that facial? Let me know in the chat. Do you think she paid? Ah, Elizabeth, you're right. I don't know if she paid or not, but I'm going to say that if I'm an esthetician and I have a thriving business and I have a friend who is a nurse practitioner and I'm giving her some treatments and I'm going to have her look like that, most likely we're going to refer clients to each other. And so we got a good thing going. And that's that bridge that we're talking about. The next thing is that video probably took him, again, 20 seconds to record because he just videotaped parts of the treatment. Not hard at all. And he had it in his iPhone. Then he probably used an app called Filmora in order to piece those files together and do a voiceover so he could explain in detail what was happening in that treatment. Now, I don't know if I'm not an, if I'm not a if I'm not an esthetician and if I weren't in the industry and I wanted to lay there and have light shine off my glass-like skin, I'd probably message Jerry and ask him if that could help me. And then that starts the conversation. You can also see this is probably my least favorite example of Jerry's work because his work is like as if Steven Spielberg was putting reels together. The guy's a genius. So explain in detail, showcase results, partner, amazing. Next one. Let's see that again. Okay, so that that got 5.8 million views. You can see that there's not an esthetician out there that can't relate to the fact that they've got a mainline coffee in order to get through the day. So that's going to relate to estheticians. That may not work to a consumer audience, which is what most of you are going to be focusing to, but you just want to showcase being relatable to your clients. That's Skin by Lexi. She's hysterical. She is just so absolutely so fun to watch. So it was also really short. So again, that plays into the multiple plays. Next one, Morgan. All right. Now, here is this is like a gift, but also an insane burden at the same time. And I say this because ManyChat helps to automate responses to people who comment on your content. However, ManyChat is also extraordinarily complicated to use, and we actually hired a consultant to give us some navigation tips on how to use this. But this can help if you have a treatment, like for example, Jerry Shipman's example of his friend who got the microneedling and all of those got those gorgeous glowy results. He could have incorporated ManyChat into his Instagram profile, and then if someone commented on the post, he could then send them a link with information in they get they get a DM, and he could have put some information in the direct message with a link to maybe book or a link to learn more, and you can really get engagement for your Instagram. So it's hard to use and it requires a lot of getting to know you, but if you have either a lot of time or a lot of money, you can navigate it. So next one.
This is what we use, like when we say comment April to get the link to register for the webinar. Everyone that's watching, I can't see the chat. That's how you guys get your links. It's not me DMing every single one of you. It is ManyChat.
Okay, and then so this is a little bit of an example of what your oh my God, insights look like. Thank you. It was like it just went. Um, you can see 51,000 plays, 1,000. The triangle is 51,000 people played it. 1,000 people liked it with a heart. 2,000 people commented. 204 people shared it, and 491 people saved it for later. You can see that it reached 25,542 people and it had 3,685 interactions. So these are the kind of information that you can get from your posts. Next one. So why did we play that? Okay, so the reason we really wanted to play that was um, we're looking at 500 views versus 20,000 views. And while yes, having a viral moment on a social media platform is absolutely fabulous. Don't get upset if you don't get a million views. If you are a solo SD or a multi-treatment SD or a small spa, you probably have only a certain number of appointments that you can actually handle. So if you get 500 views and 30 comments, and people are commenting that they want more information, you're going to get what you need out of it. So don't let a low view count discourage you. Just keep going. You'll get there. Next one. Okay. So how am I doing on time, Shauna? We only have 15 more minutes. I'm going to speed up through this really quickly. So Filmora is great for published professional looking video edits. I literally hate the Instagram video for reels. Like I hate it with a fiery passion in my being. It is clunky. It is not, ugh, I hate it. Also, I know someone who had a bunch of drafts for Instagram Reels in her phone and then lost her phone and then lost hours worth of work because those drafts stay with the phone. So if you work in Filmora, you can put all of your video content, you can add music. If the pro version, you can add music, you can use voiceover, and then you export that video and then just upload it right to Instagram Reels. And you've got a large majority of your work already done in Filmora. Filmora saves projects. You can go back and duplicate the project to add more to it. You can start over. You can go back and edit the project. So if you send it to your boss or you send it to your friend and they're like, I don't like that clip, you can go back, take that clip out and replace it. It's so easy. CapCut. This is a app that works in conjunction with both Instagram and TikTok, and you can put things on top of your videos. Full disclosure, I know what it is and I know the things that it can do. And I've actually ordered work to be done using it, but I have never used it one day in my life. So if you have questions, you can ask Morgan. And that's what you get with me. You get full transparency. Canva. If you don't know what Canva is and you own a business in 2025, you should not go to bed tonight before you log on to canva.com and learn about it because you are selling yourself and your business extraordinarily short. You are missing opportunity. And I'm sure Morgan will have a class at some point for Hale and Hush to teach you how to use Canva because that seems like something that she should do. And you should take the class. And you should tell every friend that you have to take Morgan's class. Morgan, sorry, I just gave you a bunch of work.
No, I have a class on May 8th and they get a YouTube video for Canva and a YouTube video for CapCut. So thanks for the shameless plug, Barry.
I didn't even know. I didn't give you a shameless plug. I didn't even know. It's just that's what's up. I live for this. Thank you. All right, ChatGPT. I want everyone to pay attention. And I want everyone to let go of every negative preconceived idea you have about ChatGPT or AI. Get rid of it. Let's go. All right. ChatGPT, what it can do for you. It can create a custom digital marketing plan. It can write blog articles and emails. It can craft social media captions. It can generate Instagram reel ideas. It won't generate the reel, but it'll generate the ideas. It'll analyze your business. It'll repurpose content across platforms. And it's the assistant that never says no. Next one. All right. ChatGPT is like having a digital marketing assistant who never needs a coffee break. The brain works best when you use it as a tool to organize the thoughts that you have in your brain. Next one. Don't rely on ChatGPT to craft thoughts. You're the thought leader. Input your thoughts and ask it for ideas on how to best showcase them. It can do so many things. It's like the most amazing brainstorming idea building session at your fingertips. Next slide. All right, go back. All right. With ChatGPT, first of all, you go to ChatGPT, you log in, you sign up for their $20 a month program, and then you sit there and you ask ChatGPT literally anything you want. Ask it to do anything that you want. And I'm going to give you some examples of how smart it is and how it can help you organize. Let's say you go to a networking event and you take business cards from 25 people and you have now a stack of 25 business cards and you want to follow up with those people. We used to have an assistant sit down and physically type everything into a Google Sheet. But now what we do is take photos of all 25 business cards, upload all 25 business cards into chat, and ask it to put all of the contact information into a spreadsheet. It does that. Okay, that's how smart it is. It can read, it can understand, and it can remit information to you. So let's hypothetically say that Hale and Hush is launching a new product. And that new product is going to be featured in a new facial. And Morgan and Shauna work together. And they come up with a beautiful description of this facial, and they come up with an amazing protocol for this facial. And they send it out to everybody. And then you, as a Hale and Hush account, receive it. And you like, I would like to, I want to do this treatment. I want to offer this treatment next month as my monthly special. That's great. But now you have to let your customers know. You could literally take the protocol in a PDF form that Morgan has created and sent out to you, along with the PDF of the description of the treatment in a PDF, and you could upload both of those to ChatGPT. And you could say, please give me a blog article on this treatment. Next line. You will not next slide, next line. In chat, you would give it another line that says, this treatment will be offered for this price. Then the next line, you can, we are going to offer this treatment at a 20% discount to our VIP customers. Next line, we will be doing this treatment and giving away a free quiet wash because that's Barry Eichner's favorite product. And then next line, please give me a WordPress article. And it's going to give you, and I promise your jaw is going to hit the floor. It's going to give you an article that you can post on your website's blog. And then you're going to say, please give me content with a subject line suggestion and headers for my email marketing campaign. And then it's going to give you information on what to put in your emails. Then you're going to say, give me 4 examples of what I can do for an Instagram reel to promote this treatment. And it's going to give you 4 little stories. And in each of those stories, it's going to give you step-by-step suggestions for video, suggestions for images, suggestions for text on screen, suggestions for a caption. And then you're going to take that. Now, let's say, for example, you're a really advanced esthetician, and every month you go to a networking seminar, and it's your turn this month to present to your networking team what's happening in your business. You can say to chat, give me an outline for a PowerPoint presentation for this treatment so that I can present it to the Greater Fort Lauderdale Chamber of Commerce. And it will give you an outline of what to do in that PowerPoint. There is nothing that it can't do except a facial massage and maybe some injections. It is beyond the opportunities just are endless. I've used it extensively to take information that I have in my brain and organize it and structure it so that we can use it to, showcase so many topics. And I know Morgan is going to be doing a Chat GPT seminar at an upcoming event. I've heard a little bit about it. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe she can talk about that later. And then, so next slide, Morgan.
Barry, can I say one thing
Two
about
things.
the event we're not going to talk about, but maybe at the retreat this year, Shauna Roach is only teaching one thing. And do you guys know that you can take your entire aesthetic menu, upload it to Chat GPT, and update the whole thing in 30 seconds? So I hear a lot
Probably
of
less.
about, I don't know how to write a facial description. I don't know how to change my menu, which that's my topic. I don't know how to do this. Guys, go try it right this second. And Shirley, I can't even believe you never had that downloaded. Go put your menu in it. Go put a description for a facial in it. It'll give you 15 descriptions, all different if you want. Like, you guys got to get on this train. Shirley, you're not old. I'm older than you. Get over that.
I'm older than everyone on this webinar, and I am teaching people how to use it. So get over yourselves.
I have a tip too, because people worry about, like, haters like to say, now it's so obvious when you use Chat GPT. No, it's not. Just delete the rocket emojis it puts. But if you're worried about it not sounding like you can train it. You can give it past emails and posts and articles that you've written yourself and tell it to match your tone of voice. You can tell it what your target audience is and how they like to be spoken to. Like, you can train it to do exactly what you need to do. And I may or may not be talking about this in a class on May 8th, and I may or may not be talking about that at the retreat, but we don't have to talk about that. It's fine.
I want to say, like, the tone and the voice, like, it is, Rebecca, listen to me when I tell you, you can tell it to give you a professional only email. Like, you can, like, so if I want to draft an email, I will put in everything that I want to put in the email and say, can you make this very familiar? Shauna is a very good friend. I want her to feel that I appreciate her and that I'm grateful for everything that we have. And then I give the information, and it gives a loving, caring, friendly, fun email. But if I say, this is an email to a physician that I'm going to ask to write for us, so I need this to be incredibly professional, all proper English, no emoticons, it will give that as well. You can train it to talk. Like, I sign off my emails with cheers, and it just started putting that in for me when I asked it for emails. And I was like, that's scary. So yeah, it will scare you. It will amazing. But okay, so here's, like, scan this QR code. Lip Gloss and Aftershave has a program called the Lip Gloss and Aftershave Trendsetter Program. All of the people that you saw in those Instagram examples are trendsetters. And this is an application only program where you submit an application to become a trendsetter, and then we provide you with advanced education with 4 webinars per year from our doctors, preview opportunities to some of our most valued content. So you get it first before anybody else. We share it only with you. And we also make it available to sponsors of Lip Gloss and Aftershave who have new and fabulous and fun new products or new devices that they want to get into the hands of some of the hottest estheticians in the country first. So you could get free products shipped to your office. So join us. Next slide. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, New York. Good night.
And Barry took all of our time today, guys. So,
I'm so sorry.
we have one question.
This is the first time I couldn't see the chat the whole time.
Amanda, we'll talk about that later. I'm not going to bring that up. Okay. So Morgan, we're going to give away the prizes since it's 10, but Morgan does have just like a few slides and there's information about her class on there too. A lot of people are asking about it in the chat, Morgan.
I love that you told them we call it Chatty Charlie.
We do call it Chatty Charlie. And we don't even say Chat GPT. Did you ask Charlie? What did
Yeah,
Charlie
it's just Charlie.
say?
It's just our coworker. He's on payroll.
Yes.
Well, we figured he was a man because at first he did not understand what I wanted.
Okay, that's why I was a man first. Now I need to rename her because she'll be like, yes, girl, I got you. And I'm like, a man would never say that to me. Thank you.
Barry would.
I'm sorry. Chat has to be a woman because I don't know a single man other than myself who is that smart, savvy, tenacious, and willing to get the job done and do what it takes.
Charlie could be a girl.
Okay, yes. Yes to Charlie as a woman.
Yes, Charlene. It's fine.
No, Charlie.
Okay. I want to give away a Barry boost. BARR. By the way, every time I type Barry boost mask in like protocols, I also spell it wrong now because of you. It's BA.
But here's the deal. When you send it out, Chris has to make a new Barry mask, and the person who receives it has to put an Instagram. They have to use a trending sound to post a video of the Barry Boost mask, and they have to tag us because that way Hale and Hush gets a little bit of sweet, sweet lovin' about the mask. I just love that.
Let's do it. Morgan, spin the wheel. Can we hear it today? Your sound's off.
I haven't done all the names. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, sorry. Just kidding.
I need to just add one person, I think. And you're going to hear my clicky keyboard. Sorry, everybody. Marianne Pepper. Can't forget you. Oh my gosh. A lot of you joined after.
I just want you. Okay. Well, do you want to put your slide deck up and I'll start talking through the.
Nope. I'm on the last person. I'm good. Okay. Let me share my screen again.
You hear that?
Who just talked about my keyboard?
Hold on.
Kylie.
Can you hear it? That's the spinner stem.
Yes, Brenda. She is in Manteca, Brenda.
I'm in Manteca. And yes, it's the clackiest keyboard ever. Okay, let me share my screen.
Spin it. Callie's in here, you guys. She wins everything, so good luck.
I know, and I didn't go through to take off whoever already won, so we might just have really lucky people today. Sorry.
Barry boost.
Michelle,
you've got to go into the chat and say you're here. And then you have to email me at education@haleandhush.com with your address. I don't have everyone's address. Janelle wants the clacky keyboard. And let's give away one big back bar quiet wash because Barry loves that the best.
Yes.
I will say about content, I have made friends and connections on Instagram just from posting videos of me clacking on my keyboard. So y'all just post everything, okay?
Wait a second. Is Michelle in here? Oh, yeah, she is. Thank you.
Elizabeth Shaw.
Elizabeth, can you please make your stuff? Oh, she is right on it. She was like, yeah. Okay, and then we do have some mystery prizes, which we have talked about. But if you don't remember, you're going to get a surprise in the mail. Let's do 3 of those, Morgan. Let's do it.
Are we sending it now or after a certain day?
Send it after you get it later in May.
Okay.
Go ahead. Sarah will handle it.
Yeah.
Who is it? Jessica. I just made her certificate. Okay, Jessica, you got to email education@hale&hush, who I was emailing you, and just email back with your address, okay? Okay, Morgan, 2 more. Hit it.
Amanda!
You can't win. Do it again. Amanda, Missouri, you cannot win. You're going to get that anyway.
Sorry, Amanda, we love you.
Hushy of the Year gets the new launches, so she can't.
Andrea Sikorsky.
Andrea, are you still in here? Are you in the chat? Oh, she's right there.
Yeah,
Whoa.
she's there.
Okay, one more, Morgan.
Janie Ochoa.
Janie's still in there? Yep. Okay, awesome. Morgan, run through your slides super quick. If you guys want to stay, please stay. If you do not, please go on. It will be sent to you, the recording. It'll also be up on YouTube in a couple weeks. Barry, question for you, sir.
What?
Barry, are you guys thinking of having the summer classes you guys offered last year? It was so awesome and was great for continuous learning.
Well, it's interesting that you bring that up because I do have a landing page set up for Summer School 2025 that will be July 7th through the end or middle of August. It's got 13 webinars and 8 ebooks ready for your download.
Wow. 13 webinars, 8 ebooks.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
Okay, Morgan, what do you got, sis?
Okay.
Is it up now, Bear? Can they see it yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Almost time, Jace. Almost.
Present. Okay. Because I get to make fun stuff, I got to make my own slide. I made it cuter than Shauna's. I took full advantage. Risked getting fired.
Ew.
But I want to give you guys just a super, super fast rundown of utilizing models to get content. See, I make things so cutesy and Shauna doesn't let me. So if you're feeling stuck on content, that's totally normal. If it's all new to you and you're doing everything you can to grow your business and busy with clients, it's super easy to feel overwhelmed. And I just want you guys to know everyone feels overwhelmed when they start. Just like Barry said, you have to be willing to make mistakes and look stupid, and it's fine. So if you're trying to get content, but you're focused on your client and everything's not going to plan, use a model. Okay, using a model takes the pressure off because usually you say like, hey, I'll give you a free or heavily discounted service in exchange for content. So you can relax about it, like not being perfect. You can stop and redo steps. Like if you want a few angles of putting a mask on, put the mask on their forehead, stop, move your camera, put it on their cheek or something. And because they're a model, they're not gonna be like, wow, this facial sucks. You could also get up close to get product textures, and you can keep your lights on a lot brighter. I see a lot of people get content during facials, and obviously it's dim, it's relaxing, and that's like cool for the client, but it doesn't look great visually on your social media. So, I mean, there's gonna be pictures of Shauna working on models in here, and we used like my husband as a model, and I had a giant light right over his face. Was he relaxed? No. Did he look great on camera? Yes. So if you're like, okay, how do I get a model? Phone a friend. Call someone up. Call Taylor up. I hope you guys get that reference. That's why you need to stay on trend on social media. You can also put out a post on Instagram and say, you know, I need to do a model day. I need models for this, and this service, and see who responds. You can also collaborate with like a hairdresser or fellow service provider, because again, you can cross promote with them. And even though it's free, even though it's a model, you need to do a thorough consultation, get all your waivers and release of liability signed, and you need to get a photo release form. It's, again, even though it's a model, you're still touching someone's face, and you always have to have consent to use their stuff. So always remember that. There's Shauna. See how not relaxing that all looks, but that's okay because she knew she was just a model. So option one for getting your model content is you can have a specific model day where you're going to bring in multiple models at once. This day would be only focused on clients. Only focused on content. You know that the whole day you have model 1, 2, and 3. And it lets you try out different treatments and angles and lighting setups just all at once. You go in prepared, you know that that day is just about content. You get ready just for one day, you can bust it all out. Another option is, if that's really overwhelming, you can just make it a routine and do one model, not the same model, but like, you know, pick one model, even once a month or every other week. And you can even plan for 1 week to be the model, and then 2 weeks later, you're editing the content you got from that model. So you can spend more time with one client, and it's a little bit less overwhelming. And then the third option, which is my favorite, and that's me being Shauna's model. You can do a series. So you can pick one person and bring them along on the journey. So you can do like 3 to 4 treatments on this model over time, document their before and afters. They can send you selfies in between, and you can even share the home care and the progress updates and stuff like that. I feel like this is kind of similar to like the case studies of Skin Games, if I'm not totally like off base with that. But it helps you utilize the client journey, because every single treatment, every single step, every single product is content. And you get really great before and after. Sometimes when you do a treatment on someone, the after right away, like they can look a little bit red. And while you know that that's not a bad thing, it's just circulation, whatever, it can look a little scary to clients. This way you can get an after when they come in for their next treatment and show the progress. And you can use this everywhere. This can be carousels, it can be reels, it can be emails. You can even, like, let's say you're on treatment 2, you can be like, oh, if you want to see how we got to this point, go back to the last 2 videos. And it keeps the engagement and traction going. So this works best, in my humble opinion, because it builds interest. Followers want to follow along and see the results. And just like Barry said, like they want to see the glow up in real life. Like they want to see someone reaping the benefits of those services, right? So it helps paint that picture of the benefits of your services. And again, endless content. You can get videos of masks, pictures of masks, videos of cleansing, pictures of cleansing. Like it would be a gold mine, and you can reuse it over and over again. So quick recap, as if I didn't talk fast enough. Pick a model, do it free or discounted. Pick how you want to do your content days. Make sure that you're pausing and posing and checking that the footage that you got was, you know, in focus, in like clear, whatever. Use a tripod, set that up so you can move it around in between steps. I highly recommend you start a treatment series once you're comfortable. Turn it into content across multiple platforms, and then make sure you really highlight those results. And hey, if you want to learn more with me, May 8th, come with me. I'll expand more on this. And then I have to do the boring slides like we always do. Our passion is your success. We have a monthly facial program, so you get a monthly protocol. You also get posts, stories, reels, all made by moi, ready for you guys to use. Quarterly content 2025 is already in there. There are spring and summer pictures in there, also taken by moi, and ready to use for your Instagram. And then we do monthly blogs, monthly webinars like so, education on our YouTube channel, and our scholarship program is open. So,
Morgan?
what?
Oh, never mind.
Did I do something
They
wrong?
would like you, when you're done, to go back to the slide of option 2.
Okay, remind me, because I'll totally forget in 10 seconds.
Okay.
So you can scan this QR code to get to the application. This is the link. It is also in our link tree. It's kind of everywhere, but our scholarships are back open. They close on October 1st this year because we had so many to get through. So get in before then.
Yeah.
And then this is the Airtable that has the monthly program, product photos, quarterly content, like so many things. You can email Shauna for it. It's kind of weird that you run the marketing email when I'm marketing. Or here's the link or the QR code. You can email us for this or scan it real quick. I know I'm rapid fire in here. And then these are our upcoming webinars. These are on our website under education. I think and I hope they're up there. But we always do 2 posts where you can comment using like our many chat to get the link. So make sure that you follow us or keep an eye on our website so that you don't miss the next webinar. So next month is modalities. And then this is how to contact us. I'm rude and I didn't put my phone number, but you can email me anytime.
Okay, Morgan, go back to the slide with option 2. That's what Jason needs.
Okay.
I don't know which one that is.
Make it a routine.
Okay.
So just blocking it off on your schedule. And I talk about this in I'm not trying to plug my class so much, I'm so sorry. But I talk about this in my class. We go through making a content calendar. Like you plan out your posts, you plan out the calendar, what goes out what day, and then we work backwards on what content you need to capture and make to make that happen. And then we take it a step farther and we plan when you're going to actually like film it and plan it and edit it. So yeah.
Right.
Are we good?
Hey, you guys, any more questions?
Do you need any other?
Barry, you are so fun and exciting. Made me
Thank
laugh.
you.
Janella, you need the link to my keyboard. Follow me on Instagram, Bloom Social Studio, and DM me and I'll get it to you.
Bloom Social Studio. She talks so fast, you guys.
It's my little ADHD fast forward brain for you.
I hope you guys learned a lot today. I hope you guys aren't afraid to do social media. I know there's a lot of people we talk to that just don't want to do it. The time has come. Like Barry said, you got to do it. You got to get out of your comfort zone and just get it done. So I'm so glad though today I didn't really have to put any input about this because I don't know anything about it. That's why I have Morgan, right? But that was great. You guys, thanks for joining us. Barry. Mwah.
Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it.
Talk for hours and I would still listen.
Okay, we can start now.
Okay, everyone.
Webinar part 2.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for a great day.
Amazing.
Thank you, Barry.
Really hope it has a good day. Thank you. Thanks, Barry. Love
Bye-bye.
you. Thanks, Morgan.
Thanks,
You're not
bestie.
fired- You're not fired for being cute. Woo! Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.